Thank you guys for coming back again.
Thank you for having me.
So this is going to be a little bit different than some of the things that we've worked on in the past. You'll see a lot of similar postures, but just sequenced together a little bit differently. We're going to be focusing a lot on our posterior chain, so our back bodies, and strengthening our back bodies, bringing some flexibility into our back bodies, and then our normal twists and stretches and all the good stuff. So yeah, that's it. Ready? Okay, we're gonna start right here. Seated, find an easy, comfy seat, and just breathe. Close the eyes, or at least soften them. Breathe away the Tuesday. All right, waking up the spine a little bit. Let's reach the hands out in front, interlace the fingers. We're going to spin the palms away and get a little mobilization in the spine. So on an inhale, the arms are going to lift only as high as you can. If it feels good, stretch the chest out. And then as you exhale, round forward, round the upper back, pulling the shoulder blades apart. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. One more fold. And then you can release the palms to either side. Maybe roll up the shoulders a little bit. And we're going to do our seated side flow, the crowd favorite. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, release your right hand to the mat and stretch over. Left hand reaching over. Inhale through center and then exhale, fold the other way. Make sure you're keeping both your sit bones grounded, pushing into the mat. Inhale through center, both arms up, and then exhale, twist over to the right. Left palm comes to the outside of the right knee. Right hand, if it feels good, can fall behind your hip. Inhale through center, and then exhale, take your twist to the other side. I'm going to whack one of these mirrors off the wall one day. Twisting. Keeping your left fingertips on the earth behind you. Release your right hand from the left knee and go ahead and put those right fingertips behind you. And then inhale, big chest stretch up. And then exhale, sweep the arms around and fold forward. You do have blocks. I did remember today, if you wanted to use them to prop up your forearms in your fold, you can. But let go of the head and release the neck. Just let it hang heavy. And then come back up to sit. And we're going to take it from the top. We're going to enjoy that one more time. Deep inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold over to the right. Take another full breath cycle here. And then on your next inhale, come back up through center and fold over to the left. Your next inhale, come through center, and then exhale, fold over, or twist, twist to the right. And your next inhale through center, and then exhale, twisting to the left. And then release the right hand, drop the fingertips behind you. Inhale, big chest stretch. Exhale, sweep the hands around, coming back to our fold. Let go of the head and heavy and just relax. Using your hands to gently push yourself back up to a seated position. We're going to take our hands on our knees now. We're going to do some seated cat-cows before we move into those on tabletop. I'm sorry, excuse me 1 second. I got a cramp. Oh, it was a bad one. Cross. All right, hands on the knees, deep breath in, chest lifts, stretch out your throat, and then exhale, round through the upper back. Inhale, deep breath in. And then exhale, round forward. One more deep breath in, chest pulls forward. Exhale, really try to pull your shoulder blades apart as you round through the upper back. Core pulls back toward the spine. And then come back up to neutral. Beautiful. All right, we're going to make our way over onto our hands and knees. Coming into our tabletop position. I'm checking. I was checking where her knees were. You look good. Does it feel good?
Yeah, no, I made sure to know that.
Yeah, good. See, I told you, like, once someone corrects it once, you feel it. And you're like,
Yes.
That feels right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. I get it. Okay, so we're going to do a couple cat-cows here on our tabletop position. So deep breath in, drop the belly, lift the chest, and then exhale, round the back, pushing away through the palms. Deep breath in, chest pulls forward. Exhale, belly button to spine, round through the back. Deep breath in. One more big, dramatic cat stretch. And then come to a neutral spine. Beautiful. So now we're going to really work on the whole core of our body from the front to the back. We're going to do some bird dogs, and we're going to start with just a nice long hold in bird dog. So extend your left leg back, ball of your foot pressing into the mat, and then reach your right arm forward. If this feels good, strong, intense, stay here. If you want to really try to engage your core and engage the back muscles of your body and lift that left leg, you can. If you want to stay here for a couple breaths and then lower down to the floor, you can do that also. But just make sure that your lift of your leg is coming from your glutes, not your lower back. So that means we're not trying to kick our leg up to the sky high, and that we're engaging the core. We're going to take one more deep breath in, and then our exhale, we're going to take our knee to elbow, crunch everything into the midline, and breathe in, just reach long. Exhale, bring everything in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring everything in. Inhale, reach. One more big crunch. Reach long, long, long. And then go ahead and set that knee and hand down. Maybe shake it up a little bit. Beautiful. Moving over to the other side. Extending the right leg behind, pressing into the ball of the foot first. Reaching the left hand toward the side of the room, toward the front of the room, pinky side down. And then if it feels good and you are lifting from that glute, you can go ahead and lift the right leg. Making sure you're keeping a nice long spine, no arching in the lower back. more deep breath in. And then as we exhale, we're gonna bring everything into the middle. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, contract it, rounding through the upper back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach. One more big crunch in. Reach long as you can. And set that one down. Whew, beautiful. So from here, we're all gonna curl under our toes, planting our palms firmly into the mat. Thumbs pointing in, pinky fingers pointing out. And we're gonna push ourselves back to down dog, starting with bent knees. Really pushing through the palms so that our hips are reaching toward the corner of the room. And then once we have that length in the spine, we can start to lower the heels. Maybe walk them out a little bit. And then in your own time, make your way to the front of the mat. Take as many steps as you need to get there. And then we're gonna hang here in a forward fold. So you can take your palms and place them on opposite elbows, if that feels good for you. Keeping a soft bend in the knees, resting the chest and the belly on the thighs. Hanging out in the middle, or if it feels good, a little sway from side to side. But releasing the tension through the neck, letting the head hang heavy. Go ahead and release the palms from the elbows. You can place the fingertips on the mat if they reach. We're going to inhale, lift up halfway, finding our flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, one more half left. Exhale, deep fold. And then we're going to slowly roll up. Restacking the spine, restacking the vertebrae on top of vertebrae. Letting the head be the last thing to come up. Rolling the shoulders up and down the back. Whew. Finding mountain pose, beautiful. You okay? You got a little dizzy?
Yeah, I think it's the leftover.
Chest congestion.
breathing.
I know it's hard for me kind of to breathe when I'm down there, to talk and breathe while I'm down there. That's why I'm like, might be a little winded.
Yeah.
You guys can stay exactly where you're up. I'm gonna turn and face you. Because we are gonna do, where are we at now? Oh, we're gonna do just some nice body swings here. We actually have a couple of those. It's gonna feel hopefully really nice. So on an inhale, we're gonna sweep the arms forward and reach back, and then as you exhale, just swing everything down. Let your arms swing behind you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swing down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swing. Inhale, reach. And the next time we fold, we're gonna stay here for just one breath. Deep breath in. And then as we exhale again, we're gonna slowly roll it up. Keeping the chin tucked into the chest until it's its time. Shoulders down the back, and then the neck straightens out. Ah, beautiful. All right, where are we at now? Oh, good. Some more body flips. So we're gonna take a big step out wide. So whichever way you guys want to step onto your mat is okay with me. And then from here, we are just gonna take our hands to our hips. Deep breath in, stretch the chest up. And then exhale, start to fold forward. If you would like, now would be a good time to reach for your block. If you didn't want to go all the way, you can stay here in a half forward fold. Yep, still feeling that stretch through the hamstrings and through the back. but it'll help with your congestion a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Find your max, your personal depth, what feels good in your body, and just hang. I like wide folds like this, or even just forward folds, because you feel like it's kind of like letting everything fall out of your head. Like, you just let everything hang. You don't have to hold on to anything. Next inhale, we're going to round our way back up here. Slowly making your way in your own time all the way up to stand. Take your time. When you have that pressure, it can be a lot to fold over. And you might want to,
It's just, yeah.
yeah, we're going to swing, do some body swings here. So, not like the mountain to the swing that we did. We're gonna kind of go around the world. So we're gonna inhale the arms up, and then we're gonna go over to the right. We're literally just gonna drop the upper body over to the right. Let the fingertips run through the stream, and then come back up to the top. And drop the body back. Making huge circles with our fingers. We're gonna do one more circle this way, and then the next time you come to the top, go ahead and circle it the other way. One more big balance loss. Woo!
Dizzy.
Yeah, I think that may be why I lost my balance. And then you can bring the palms to the chest and go ahead and heel toe the feet in quite a bit. We're gonna come into a yogi squat. So if you want to grab your block, set it up at whatever height feels good, and then go ahead and sink down into the knees. Let the glutes reach for the floor. Try to wiggle those triceps down in between your knees, and maybe use them to give yourself a little more space in the hips. And then you can find stillness, or you can move around, whatever your hips need. This is also a really good low back stretch. It's a great antithesis to sitting all day. It really helps to open everything up. So I encourage you to practice this daily. This is a really good daily one. And when you get there, you feel so good. I promise. I couldn't do it for my first 3 years practicing. So from here, we're gonna do the semi-wide legged forward fold into this squat. So release your palms from your chest and plant them on the mat or the floor in front of you. And then inhale, lift the hips up. Your feet stay where they're at, your hips just lift. Exhale, sink back down. Bend the knees and sink the glutes to the ground. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink. One more lift, and then we're gonna kind of stay here, and we're gonna pivot the feet in so that our toes are pointing toward the side of the mat now. And we're gonna take a revolved twist. So we're gonna start keeping our left hand planted, or our left fingertips on the mat, and bending into the left knee, and then twisting open to the right. So you should feel a really Good stretch through the hamstring and the outer hip on your right side. Then we're gonna bring the right hand down, bend into the right knee now, straightening the left leg and then twisting toward the left. Coming back to center and then slowly rounding it up again. A little gravity massage. Beautiful. And then we're gonna take a big step out wide and we're gonna pivot the toes out and we're gonna come into our goddess pose. So you can bring the palms to the heart and then sink your hips low. And here, just like Malasana, if you want to sway a little bit, find some gentle movement in your body, whatever feels good. And from here, we're going to release the palms from the heart center and place them on our thighs. And we're going to drop the left shoulder, twisting the chest to the right. Hold here for a breath or two. And then coming back to center, dropping the right shoulder, twisting toward the left. Inhale through center, and then straighten the legs, arms rise. And palms return to the heart center. We're gonna go ahead and turn the toes in now. We're gonna stay wide, and we're gonna take a nose to knee on one side. I actually have no idea what this is called. We're gonna fold. We're gonna fold again, but we're gonna fold to one side. So we're gonna start with folding to the right. You can take both of your hands and kind of make them parallel, like on either side of your leg, and start to reach toward your right toes. And then when you reach your max reach, you can just let your head hang. You can grab your ankle. You can hold on to your calf. You can place your palms on the floor, whatever feels good. We just want to try to keep that right leg straight. Again, should be feeling this stretch all the way from the Achilles into the glutes. And then we're just going to walk our hands right over to the left side and find the same stretch on this side. Finding our way back to center. I'm going to keep the right palm planted right underneath the nose, and then the left palm. And then we're going to take the right hand and extend it skyward as we twist toward the right side of the room. And then bring that right hand towards center and lift the left palm, twisting toward the left side. And then returning to center, we're actually going to pivot your right toes toward the front of the mat. And then plant your palms on either side of that foot, and then you can step that, wiggle it on back, find your way into down dog. It's going to be a quick down dog because we're going to take our one and only vinyasa of this class. So inhale your heart forward, coming into your plank pose. Exhale, slow chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And then up and back, down dog. And then everybody's going to lower the knees. Take them wide, about mat width, and then sink your hips back, coming into child's pose. Relax the forehead to the mat. Finding a little side stretch in our child's pose. We're going to take our hands and walk them over to the right, keeping them on the floor, keeping your hips pulling back, but both hands reaching over to the right side, feeling the stretch all the way through your left armpit, down your left obliques, through your lats, your hips. And you can let the head rest on the mat here. And then when you're ready, walking your hands over to the other side, stretching over to the left. And then walking your hands back to center. Hanging in your child's pose for just another minute. And starting to lift the torso up. We're gonna use our forearms and our palms to kind of pull ourselves forward onto our belly. You can go ahead and extend the legs out long behind you. And we're gonna do a little scorpion twist. So we're gonna extend the right hand out long. The left palm should be planted underneath your left shoulder. And then we're gonna take the left foot and lift it up and start to twist. Stop wherever you start to feel this in your shoulder. If you can get your foot all the way over and plant it, that's fine. Great, whatever feels good today. And then we're gonna switch sides, so come through center. I gotta flip around because I have a wall on my other side. Extend the left arm out long now. Place the right palm underneath the right shoulder and use that palm to push yourself up. Even if you keep your legs on the same side, if you don't even lift that, what leg are we on now? That right leg, you can still just push into the mat and feel that stretch in your shoulder. And then coming back onto your belly, making a little pillow for your head with your hands and resting. So when you're feeling like you're ready, go ahead and flip on over onto your back. And we're going to keep our knees bent and our feet planted, so we're kind of an active rest. And from here, we're gonna take little windshield wipers with the legs. So keeping the feet planted, just sway your legs right to left. If you have the hip space and you want to release them all the way to one side so that they meet the earth and then to the other side, go ahead, but you do not have to sway far. We're all feeling that same release through the hips, engagement in the glutes. And then coming back to center, bringing the knees up and into the chest. Wrapping the arms around the legs, drawing them in towards your body and rolling around a little bit on your low back. Rock side to side, roll around, roll counterclockwise, clockwise, whatever feels good. Just kind of try to touch all the little parts of your low back. It's like a little massage. And then we're going to unwrap the arms, but we're going to take the hands and either reach for the shins, the calves, the ankles, or the soles of the feet. Using the hands to guide the legs, the knees down toward the earth, finding your happy baby. And again here, finding stillness if that feels good, or any movement that feels good. You might play with straightening one leg, keeping one bent, straightening both, rocking back and forth again. Whatever your body needs. And go ahead and release the soles of the feet, draw those knees in one more time, hug it out. And then relax the feet to the floor. You can either bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees splay open, taking a bound angle Shavasana. Or you can stretch the legs out long, letting the feet splay out, relax, letting the arms relax, turning the palms face up. Letting go of the breath, softening or closing the eyes, and just settling into your Shavasana. start to flutter the eyes open. Wiggle the toes and fingers. Maybe roll out the ankles and wrists. Yawn, stretch. Make your way over to your side whenever you feel motivated to roll over. And then use your palms to help yourself on up. Oh, come to a comfortable seat. Thank you guys for joining. Namaste. Hope you feel good, stretched, relaxed. How's your back?